Yo, you back? Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. Tiffany's upstairs. She was throwing up twice now. And now I got, I don't know, stomach bug of sort. And now I gotta talk to the girls about making comments on my YouTube channel. Well, they like they use my YouTube for all their videos, that they go watch. And they're commenting on it, but it's coming up like me, like a creep. I go to school. Like, yeah, that's not me, buds. Fuck. I have the cops knocking at my door. Well, I have to have a talk with them tomorrow. Hey, did you try that with your brake bias? Yeah, you gotta do it kind of on the fly. Yeah, that one doesn't, I don't think. I make adjustments every race, so like some race I'll be more at the front, some I'll be more at the rear. All depends. This one I personally like it more to the rear. I could stop harder in shorter distance if I have more to the front, but I like being able to drag through corners. Once you figure it out, you'll get her, man. And it's not always full brake either. You know, I don't have to tell you how to fucking drive. But I find sensitivity helps a lot on this. Like just being sensitive. You get her. 143. Oh, dude. Don't fucking take me out. Get going. Oof. Yeah. I'm on my second lap now. Going around that blue and 144 is good. That's my average, man. Yeah. It's tough though. Well, don't spin out in front of me there, buddy. Oh, this guy's driving on a controller. I hate that because they're not smooth. It's not his fault, but kind of is if he doesn't have a good steering wheel. Upgrade, damn it. Going down the street. Turn. I'm in third right now. Yeah. I tell you, man, it gets rowdy up here. Oh, you'll have like, there's a sweet spot in the C class where it's like, everyone drives friendly. And then once you get past that, everyone's an asshole. It's like, what the fuck, man? There's no happy medium. See, if I do that to somebody, I'll actually give them their position back usually. I didn't mean to take them out. But if it's absolutely my fault, then I'll be generous. If not, well, if you fall too far behind, not my problem. I ain't letting you know. Come on, baby. $143. Man, I almost hit that wall every single time. That really fast one. I'll tell you after I go past the finish line there. I'll count them. I'm almost flat foot going around there, man. Yeah, third gear. Let off, like go in a little bit where that indent is. Start turning as soon as your front of your vehicle hits that gray patch. Overlap your left side tires over top of the bar on the left side inside the corner, and fucking feather your throttle just off of full and like 3/4, and you should be able to rip around it. But that wall will get you sometimes, man. I'm inches from it. Oh yeah, man, I've smashed it a couple times already. You'll find out with Dragon Tail too when you get a race on there. There's a corner just like that, but it's a the S turn. It's like a quick left, quick right. But again, you're almost full throttle going through it too. Alright, final lap. No, it's not. 144. Yeah, it's the very first turn after the fucking thing, man. High speed. I put half my car right into the grass going around that. But you gotta watch because you'll get a penalty if you go too far. Yeah. Yeah, mine's third. Fuck. Good job, man. Yeah, now you gotta hold that. Try to be consistent with that time, man. Follow that line that you just did. Make a pattern with your shifting when you downshift and stuff like that. Like, I know one of my turns is like turns in my head. I don't know, it's just the way I do it, I guess. I got ACD playing right now too. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh, you're gonna mess it up. Hey man, it's the only way to learn. You'll see people do it, eh? They'll like dive right, like nose right a little bit, and then turn left, and you're almost flat foot. Sorry, fifth gear rather, fifth gear. Not third. Third's way too low. I thought it was third, but I don't often look at my wheel to see what gear I'm in. Fifth, yeah. No, fifth gear, man. High revving through it, and then that way there your RPMs when you get off the throttle will dive your nose down and grip. That's okay, you'll learn. You don't have many races left to learn, but... Oh shit, I got one more, I think.
Ooh, I didn't get the penalty. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I got spun right around, dude. I just got on it a little too hard. Alright, I'm back up. Literally did a 180. It's alright, I'm in third place right now. Just holding first. Good. That's sick. Hey, you never know. This lap was garbage. I'm in 5th gear approaching, and I just hold 5th all the way up and through. I let off right as soon as the red and white bar on the right side hits the front nose of my car. I get off the throttle, and then halfway through the turn, I get back on my throttle and floor in 5th gear. Oh yeah. We all have our problem turns, man. That one corner that fucking you just can't get right. Oh, that attitude. No, you're just qualifying anyway. You're just trying to make the best time. Yeah. Hey man, that's max points for qualifying. I haven't gotten to first place yet today. I got 2nd place. And then I placed in 2nd twice. With clean laps too, clean race. About 2 laps left before it's done and into the race. I'm in 4th. Oh, I got hit the wall. Whew. I've had a couple of those. I'm in 5th now. Man, those guys are fast. Oh yeah? I've had a couple that are like 155 and stuff like that too. Oh, look. I'm 44. I'm 144 consistently. I need to change that to a 3 instead. I got 143 a couple times though. Fuck, I'm in 6 now. Holy shit. That's alright. One second off of pace is the problem. Three? Yep. Good. Man, still half a second off pace. Let's see how it is on -2 brake wise for me. See if I get past the time. This is the last lap. Yeah. Yeah, there's no point. Now 4 seconds. But it'll allow you to finish your lap though. If you just sit there and just let it idle, it might disqualify, you know? I got a little bit of work to do, I think. I'm in my final lap now. Eighth, third still on the upper level of points, man. Yeah. Okay, so -2 is working better for this track on that corner. I think I got faster speed with -2. Yeah, it turns in a little more. -2 to the front, yeah. 5th place. Oh. There's one more race at 12. Brutal.
Yeah, I can't do that one though because I've got to get up early.
Yeah, well, they pushed the times to the right, I find. They used to start at 6 o'clock, I think. Yeah, but now they're starting at 8.
Yeah.
Probably just to give people time for dinner and shit.
Probably, yeah. I mean, the 6 o'clock I would miss anyways, but because I'm usually just getting home from work now.
Yeah. Just now?
From at 6 o'clock.
Oh, at 6, yeah.
Yeah.
That's shitty.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
How's it going there, though? Still like it?
Oh, yeah, man. It's freaking great. Today I worked on a Cayman. I worked on a
Sweet.
Boxster. Worked on a...
Cleaner cars?
Oh, dude. So much cleaner. So much cleaner.
Not getting everybody's junk.
The Cayman, the 4-liter Caymans, the
Yeah.
GTS, oh my god, they're so quick.
Really, eh?
Oh yeah, and they're, they're about 300 horse, but still, because it's mid-engine, the weight is perfect.
Oh yeah, light car too.
Yeah, exactly. But I still like the look of the 911 better.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
That's sweet though, man. Enjoy it.
I am every day.
Yeah. Oh. I had 2 psych appointments now, and I just finished my last one.
Yeah.
So now I'm diagnosed PTSD, anxiety, and depression.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's fun.
No, not really.
It's a 500 questionnaire that you got to fill out.
Really?
And answer the questions essentially, and they ask you the same questions in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, and then they put it all together, and it comes out with diagnosis, and then they have an interview with you and ask you a bunch of questions about those answers. So now they're coming up with a treatment plan for me and going from there. Now. Yeah, me too. I'm jumping in, man.
Alright, I'll talk with you in a bit.
Alright, peace. You done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a shitty race, man.
Me too. I finished in 10th.
Oh man, I was like last place, 15th by the end of it.
15th. We only had 12 people.
Oh, I had 16.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but the fucking cocksuckers. Yeah, they're all cocksuckers, both of them.
Yeah, they
Two
are.
guys, man. Hold on a second. I had one guy behind me, right off the start of the race, coming into the second turn after that big fast one.
Yep.
Rams right into me and throws me right into the wall, man.
Yep.
Very first lap. And then I had another guy, when I fell behind, I was catching back up. I caught up to this one dude,
Yep.
got past them. As we're coming into the turn, he goes and T-bones me on the inside on purpose. Like he saw that I was braking, and he floored it into me instead of braking and taking it clean. Like, if this was real life, you would never do that. Why? Because your car would crumple, and then you'd be fucked.
Exactly.
So in that aspect, I wish Gran Turismo was like Assetto Corsa, where you'll actually lose panels and tires and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's the one thing I've always hated about Gran Turismo. Like, I'm pissed about this race. Because I had second place first two races, and then now it's like downhill, and I'm still... Mind you, as you do better, it gets more challenging because those guys are more your level.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, if you're at that level and you see I'm taking a specific line and you know that's my line and you know you can't make that turn, why are you going on the inside? Wait till you have an opening.
Yep.
Oh man, people piss me off.
Hear ya.
But you gotta think too though, like there could be fucking like kids racing and shit, right?
Oh, exactly.
So I try not to get too angry at them, but what the fuck?
Still angering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh well.
Or during qualifying when they're blocking you and you have a faster lap than them anyway.
Yeah, right?
It's like, just get out of the way.
Well, I started off in third, and by the end of first lap, I was in first. And then it took one spin out, and then I was in fifth. I was like,
Oh, yeah. You drop down quick, eh?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still trying to fine tune that, like, the very best spot to shift to be the fastest.
Yeah, it's tough.
It is tough. Because, like, earlier shift.
Way too late in the race.
Yep.
I need to pit to get fresher tires because it just gets like a ice rink out there.
Oh, dude, you just gotta, you gotta be more sensitive.
Yeah.
It is, are you using traction control or anything like that?
No.
No, me either. But it's like, it's super fucking touchy, man, once your tires start going.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't mind it too much. I've still hit 144 on worn tires, though. But these guys, too, everyone I was racing had a fastest lap time of 143. Every single one of them. So it's like, oh yeah, it's competitive now. Usually by the end of the night, man, I'm like, it's so hard to get in first. It's not even funny because it's like, I don't know, the first race I'll do really well, the first two, and then it'll bring me up, and then I'll become in an area where they're just all assholes. And it knocks me back down, and I get back up again. I'm like, fucking. I like my driver rating to be high, not a D. And this morning I started out as a D, but in C class. It fucking drives me nuts, man.
Yeah, shitty. I haven't moved off of D at all.
It takes time, man. You can't crash. You gotta have clean races.
Yeah, that too. That definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely
You'll see your driver rating arrow up or arrow down after each race.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't see it actually. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, it's after, when a race is done, when it has your scores up and what place you came in, right beside it should have your driver rating went up or down.
I see.
Yeah, it'll go up if you're like, if you have a good sportsmanship, like drafting people and not crashing into them.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, man, guys break way earlier than you anticipate and just, maybe you shouldn't got so hard on your fucking brakes.
Well, and there was this one guy that I was behind, and dude, he was like all over the place, and then braking early into the corners, and the one corner I couldn't stop fast enough, and I just rammed, and I
No.
was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's those incidences where if they're good at recovering and they
Yeah,
can get by, then I'll let them by because it was my fault, and I'll just throw my four ways on and be like, sorry, dude, get
yeah,
back to their
right.
spot. But if they're fucking assholes, not a chance.
Oh yeah,
Like this next guy, man, if I see him on the track and I'm gonna bump draft him so fast that he can't stop for the turn.
right,
That's how I get
exactly.
away with doing it without getting a penalty. I bump draft them until they don't have enough room to slow down. I'll stop. I'll start braking right at the 300-meter mark while pushing them. Yeah, fuck you, buds. But it's catching up to them is the problem when they
Yeah,
spin you out on purpose, you know.
exactly.
Otherwise, I like to race clean, man.
Say that again.
I like to race. Well,
To try to race clean, but man, sometimes you just can't.
mhm.
And
If
yeah,
we were
it's
able
like
to go into races, if we were able to go into races together,
yeah,
we'd be able to draft each other and fucking be teammates.
right, exactly.
Yeah,
Oh well, they probably do that on purpose though, but they can't.
yeah, they do. But I got a whole list of people that are on my friends list now for playing Gran Turismo that if they come on, then I can team
Oh
up
yeah,
with them and I trust their driving.
nice.
Yeah. Just
Well,
getting on with them is hard.
I have to head to bed here in a minute, but
Yeah,
just
give
so
her,
you
dude.
know, my local ranking for the area I'm second. My
Yeah, for your
Ontario, I'm
immediate.
56.
Good job.
So I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I don't know what place
I'm
I'm in
getting
right now.
there.
I'll send you a picture of it after.
Yeah, yeah. No worries.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta
All
stay
right.
up and do this last one.
Yeah, do
All right,
it. Do it.
brother. I'll catch you later,
I'll
man.
talk to you.
Okay.
I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
See what? Oh, on the
I'll
race
talk
day.
to you
Yeah, yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
race
dude.
day.
Peace.
All right, later.
Pick up. All right. Oh, my back. 2 minutes. Oh. Yes, sir. Alright, let's do this. Let's get out of this party chat. Let's turn it down a little bit. We'll see if it's going to be clean or not. I doubt it. Trying to get my sitting position is what I'm doing. Get off my butt, Ferrari. Man, that guy really slowed me down. Come here, Pinky. I'm coming for you. I was just playing, really. Oh, that was garbage. I lost so much momentum. Uh-oh. I have to plug this in after this. That was a big mess up. Last lap. Let's not mess this one up. Sweet.